I completed not just one, but two cardboard little houses for my cat that he's probably not gonna use. Hello! So for this week's video, I want to make my cat a hippie van out of cardboard. My original plan was to have Leon for this, but he's taking his afternoon nap and I don't want to disturb him. However, he is the cutest little orange boy that ever was. He is chunky. He is grumpy. He is feisty, and I want to make him a hippie van out of cardboard because he loves trash.
That's my character. I'm the trash man.
And this just sounds like a lot of fun. He's very particular, so I don't know if he's gonna like it. I do think I know him pretty well, so like I know things that he would like and not like in it. However, he's still a cat, so he's still gonna do what he's gonna do. I hope he likes it, otherwise I'm just forcing my dreams onto my children. And I just wasted an entire week, but it's fine. First, we have inspiration. I was scrolling through Pinterest, as one does, and I was looking for inspiration for cat houses out of cardboard. And I found that somebody made a hippie van for their cat. I think it was on eHow. I will put it somewhere. The blog that I found broke down how to make it with the measurements and everything. I'm going to follow that, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Like, I'm not going to add as many windows. I'm going to keep like at least half of the box dark because I know he likes to hide in cubbies. And then the other thing that I want to do that's a little bit different is I want to put like carpet down for him. He likes to rip up carpet, and if I do not give him somewhere to do this, he will destroy my house. I have tried cat posts. I have tried so many other things. He likes carpet. He does. I don't know why. So I robbed Home Depot of their carpet samples, and I'm going to put them down on the floor in there. I also have decided that I am going to make him some cat toys as well because he loves yarn and he will not use any other cat toy that we have bought him, and I am tired of wasting money on it. I'm going to make him cat toys out of yarn, and I thought that these two colors would go nice with the color scheme that I am thinking in there. And the last thing, I honestly just couldn't help myself. I got him little plants. I thought that they would be so cute. Now these may be a danger if he decides to chew on them, and we may have to take them away. We shall have to see how he responds. Now that we have a plan, we can get started, and I'm going to start by cutting the box. And after some good luck butt pats, we are on. I'm starting by gluing half of the box closed. After a quick inspection from quality control, we were cleared to move on. Moving on to cutting out where the windshield is going to lay by cutting 3 inches in from the side of the box. Looking back, I actually think I would do 1 to 1.5 just to keep it a little bigger or longer. For the actual windshield portion, I didn't really have a plan. I just marked out the center and created 2 rectangles from there. Then I cut those 2 rectangles out with a really dull box knife. I ended up just switching to scissors. Then we can glue our windshield in place with some hot glue. So last night, I started to make his cat house, but I realized I made a great mistake. I put the side, like the windshield, I guess, on the wrong side. I put it on the long side instead of the short side. So I'm going to redo that with another box that I have. However, I don't want to waste this. So Cameron had the idea to make this into like a garbage truck inspired little hideout. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to put like a little smokestack and everything. I have another box. And this time I'm going to follow the same steps, except I'm going to cut the windshield in the side of the box. That is the shortest, so he has a longer cubby hole, I guess is the best way to say that. I don't know. That's what the plan is for today. I am very excited. following the same steps that I did before, except now on the shorter side of the box. But you don't have to watch that, so through the power of editing, tra-la-la, she is complete. Now I'm just marking out where I want the door and window to be for the van. Switching over to the garbage truck, I'm going to start by making the smokestack with an old paper towel roll, cutting that in half, then cutting a corner of the piece off, then cutting out my windows and doors, same as before. Then gluing our smokestack in place. For day number 3, it's all about paper mache. I found a flour and water paper mache recipe online. Looking back, I probably would have done a glue and water paper mache. I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've done paper mache.
Doing?
He's just standing there, menacingly!
After letting the paper mache dry, I think they turned out pretty good. Now moving on to painting. I mapped out my design following pretty much the exact design of a regular Volkswagen van, except I'm doing 2 whites for the top. After letting that dry, I'm going to do 2 coats of the teal. Some of the scraps I'm going to make are accessories. Using my compass, I made a bunch of circles. I got really good at the spin move, feeling like we're at a discotheque. Then, using my compass again, I made a smaller circle inside that larger circle to act as our hubcap. Then painting that hubcap the same teal blue from the bottom half of the van. Finishing the tire off with some black around the edges. Now, all Volkswagen buses have the Volkswagen logo. I wanted to recreate that, except using L's instead of V's. Now, my drawing skills are not the best, however, I did try my best, and it turned out okay. For the license plate, I painted some scrap cardboard a nice orange color, then just painted his name on in cursive. Now it is time we assemble. starting off by placing the tires down, followed by the bumpers. Next, our Leon logo. And of course, our license plate. We can't be illegal here. I decided to take some extra little scraps to create a wheel well. Putting on the headlights and brake lights. And she's definitely lopsided, but it's fine. Now we're gonna lay some carpet down. To lay the carpet down, I used a mixture of museum wax and hot glue. I was afraid to use anything stronger, and it worked just fine. Switching back over to the garbage truck, I'm just marking out where I want the cab to be versus the back of the truck, and then going in with 2 coats of white paint, painting the cab. Followed by this lovely forest green color for the back of the truck. And after letting that dry, we can once again assemble. First, we add our grille, followed by our headlights and brake lights, which I quickly had to fix. And of course, a trash man license plate.
I come out, I throw trash all over the ring.
Moving to his cat toys, I started out by taking some excess newspaper and crumpling it into a oval shape with a pointed end to act as the mouth. Then, after some squishing and rolling and tape, we ended up with this lovely turd shape. Then we glue and wrap, and glue and wrap. When I almost got to the end, I stopped, and with some extra pieces of yarn, created little ears. Gluing those in place, we can continue with our wrapping. For our mouse tail, I decided to go with a braided tail, so cutting 3 strips of yarn, we're going to braid those together. Then with some hot glue and a sewing needle, we're giving this guy some unfortunate plastic surgery. Made a couple more different mouses, except I attached the tail first, then followed my regular wrapping steps, and this worked a lot better. Switching over to our garbage can, I felt like it was missing something, so I decided to attach little strings to the ceiling that he could play with. I first stabbed a hole in the ceiling, pulled the string through, and glued it in place. And after some final touches, we are finally ready for the review. Hey, I did it. I completed not just one, but 2 cardboard little houses for my cat that he's probably not gonna use. I decided to keep the inside super plain because it felt like the right thing to do for my cats specifically. You can see some of the paper mache on the inside. Honestly, I don't care that much. It's a house made out of cardboard for my cats. Leon was very interested during the process. I don't know if he's actually going to use it now that we're done. So I guess we'll see if he will actually use it. If not, I did all of this for myself and for you to watch. He does, however, like these little mouses that I made for him. I wish I filmed it because it was the cutest thing ever. When I gave them to him to get his thoughts, he put it in his mouth and he just carried it around the house and it was adorable. But now he couldn't care less. I do think if I ever did this again, there are definitely some things that I would change. For one, getting a bigger box. I think also I would stick the strings in first and then paper mache over that so it's a little bit more sturdy. This was definitely a learning process, but also was not that serious. Other than that, that's it. That's all I have for you for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making it to the end if you did. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed. I hope you decide to stick around. And I will see you next time. Bye! They are very textured. If you wanna be my lover, gotta get with my friend. Nothing lasts forever, but friendship never ends. That's a lie. They lie.